So today's matchup, we have Crossbone as Swan, a delectable Swan. This is recording. This should be, if I remember correctly, this is somewhere goal 5. I don't remember. He is playing against Victor. Who the heck plays Victor nowadays? So let's see. You have started with Crystalline Flask, 4 health potions. There's nothing that strikes me as being overly wrong besides this. It's like, this positioning is dog fucking awful. You had no reason to be in a straight line from him to you, and you just stood there and took it to the face, like walk at right angles, walk at right angles. But oh well. He is now level 2 and you're not. Why? Oh dear. Right, let's put it this way. He's level 2, you're not. That means you back off. It doesn't mean you still go with CS because he'll kick your face in. It's like you're now here, right? If he had a brain cell, he would keep chasing you this way because he has one more ability than you do, and he's already taken the CS, which means that you're never going to hit level 2, and you'd just be kicked out the lane completely. You could have lost the lane right then and there. Instead, he lets you back in because logic. Oh god. Right. Around this moment in time, you should probably be auto-attacking this creep in order to get it to be functional properly. Because right now you're not actually doing anything with your CS, well, I mean your auto-attacks. And it's a little silly how you could be, but you're not. You autoed him instead of the creep, which in my opinion generally isn't worth it. I mean, it changes, but right now... Like right now he is killable, because he has Ignite. I'm also not quite sure, I know why I use Crystalline Flask first, but on the other hand, it is mana that you are otherwise now overflowing on. In which case you probably could have tried never moving more. But right now, you should be the one in the aggressive position, instead of him, because... You have the minion stack, right? You have the minion stack, you are level 4, and now you're letting him CS for free. You have an advantage. It's like when you had a disadvantage, you didn't know you had disadvantage. And when you have the advantage, you're not using it either. You're just not aware. Ah, dear. Like, could you just please kill this guy already? You're well within his never move. All you have to do is just shove it behind him, EQ, Ignite, auto, and he's dead. It's like, I don't know why you're so passive at this moment in time. Like, we're here when you should really be in his face. Is Warwick jungle? What's he gonna fucking do? Nothing! Wait, you killed him. All's good. Oh my god, you're CSing. Please, please, not, oh, fuck my life. Great, he's on half HP. Where are your wars? And why have you bought a mana potion when you clearly don't need it? It's not how it works. Why are you trying to fight this when Warwick is right there? Why did you flash the way he wasn't going? That is actually a little unlucky, but someone explain to me what the reasoning this is. A, you have a trinket and you haven't used it. right? So you miss that. You see Warwick. So he shoved this in front of you anyway. You could have flashed over, flashed or whatever. And then you, instead of flashing directly at him, you flash like, what? Why? You could flash directly on top of him, and if you had placed a ward here, you would have killed him earlier, but no. Logic. I think even if you had managed to land extra auto somewhere along the way, it would have been fine. You commit to the fight way too late. Right, he's on half HP. You should have just leapt on his face because Warwick's not 6 and killed him regardless. It's like the jungler shows up, who the fuck cares? I'm taking you with me. Yeah, okay, the flash was terrible. No, it's from the beginning. You should have committed to the fight. Now, from the beginning, this should have been warded. It wasn't. You should have committed to the fight when you saw it. You didn't commit to the fight. You then still could have salvaged it by flashing in the right direction. You didn't flash in the right direction. Yeah. You still don't have a ward. GG. Now you trinket it. Oh dear. Not quite sure why trying to use never move for CSing, but okay. That is not how you CS. One tap of R. No, fuck my life. One tap of R, then it counts as just one auto. But no. Oh dear God. I have no idea what the fuck that never move was. You're literally shoving it right on the minions. Slightly behind him, you shoved it slap onto him, hoping he's retarded. Doesn't quite how it works. Like here, you could have oh my fucking God, dude. Right now you know you beat him in a fight. Like, if he wants to walk this fucking close to you, why is he not dead? He's within queuing range, and you just go all out on him, all in. But you're just doing nothing. You know he hasn't got Ignite, but it's like, oh God, there's an opportunity for you to kill him and you're not taking it. What the fuck are you doing? You also have full mana, and you're not using your Raven form enough. It's like, you're on half HP when you're on full mana with a blue buff. Oh dear God. So, back in the days when Torment would boost Ignite, that would have killed him, but alas, decided to nerf it. You are still on ridiculously low health for someone who has regenerative ability and full mana. Case in motherfucking point! Oh look, you got bursted. Why? Because you have no health. Why? Oh wait, no, I lied. You could have at least walked up to him in Raven form, but you couldn't even do that correctly. So now you just have to desperately try to CS and get back into the game. That works. You still get your rod at 13 minutes, which I guess is bare minimum. Where are you going now and why? Oh, you're going to take on the golem by yourself, which I really wouldn't do. Not wouldn't do, just wouldn't do in the manner you did. Because it runs the risk of someone turning up and ruining your party. How did Yorick lose the lane to Renekton? Just what? At least you didn't waste another movement with Necton. That's always good. Again, I have no idea what you are doing with your positioning. I have no idea why you're deciding to never move first when quite clearly, like, you're just not good enough to land them by themselves yet. This is the other problem, right? Your allies here. Those two are coming this way, Yee's over here. It's sort of, I would still have kept Ravenhood on and kept going this way. It doesn't matter, you wouldn't have died. You would have jumped in and cleaned up, it would have at least been a 2 for 1 at worst. Oh dear fucking god, now you're gonna die as well, aren't you? Yep! Fuck my life. This positioning makes me want to cry. Holy fuck. So many retards. How's this going? 41 minutes? Oh, because Trist is vaguely fed. I get it. It's like you have a blue buff and you're playing with your mana as if you don't have one. Let's look at this again. Right? They have no idea you're coming. You have no need to shove a never move here. It's not as if it cuts off their entire avenue as if they were going up. All of those just cause them to go slightly sideways, just half a second more. You could just walk up into their face. And then if they tried to flash or something, use it. As it was, you had no need to do it. So what would like major complaints be? Let's see. Warding, how to flash correctly, but no, ignore that. The positioning is completely atrocious. You're never moving. It's completely atrocious. Good job, Trist. Better jump right into him. You know, that storm that's doing damage to you. Yeah, that just tickles, right? That was a decent never move. Unfortunately, you don't have a Zhonya's to back this shit up. Oh, wait, no. You're alive. Just. You know, strictly speaking, I would not have done that, right? He slices back in, right? Doesn't actually hit anyone, I believe. So can he use it again? Not actually sure. He's close enough with the QEW that you should have QE'd first. Because as it was, that was really janky that he just about got into it. The other thing is then you get hooked by Thresh, which isn't good either. But oh well. Could make a comment as to how you could have probably stuck in the 5-hit more because you weren't ignited, just previous wounded. You're still trying to shove when you have no idea where the bottom lane is. Okay, never mind. Wolves and wraiths, you know, camps, they are a thing that you should be taking. Because I said so. I don't think you've taken a single jungle camp this game. You have left the retard to die. That is a good thing. Now never move and run away. Or just run away. I guess that works too. Oh dear. Moving swiftly effing on. Holy crap. Oh look, a free pick. EQ. Now you can recommit, which is the correct thing to do. You are all staying in that cloud. That is not a good thing. You are still staying in the cloud. Oh, that was the ghost. That's fine. Nope, that was actually correct. I have no complaints about that fight. That's all. First goes back in, you hook, or he hooks it back in. At least you don't turn on Ravenfall now, bloody hell. Turn it on when you actually realize you're going to commit to a fight, which is fine. Victor does not know how to use his ult correctly, doesn't even know how to use his abilities correctly. And you push, right? You push and then you ward Baron. I hope. They didn't bother to try and rush the Baron. Well, that's their problem. Oh look, they are now. Who called it? Except Victor's not there because retard alert. The correct call would have been to rush the Baron, but it's like, nah. No Zonya's Morgue? Disappointment. Let's see, so you're determined to kill Victor. I don't blame you for trying to kill Victor. But right now, you're walking into them. You know, generally terrible, terrible thing to do. Honestly, I wouldn't have used Never Move at all in that point in time. You're going to EQ them, fine, but then you're staying completely fucking still. You're ignoring the fact that there are these three people behind you who probably could have done with being Never Moved instead. Instead you went for the 1 as opposed to the 3, and all that Victor would have taken was another second or two of being in here, and that would have been undone by them just being there, but no. You're just standing here in all the shit in the world, and then on top of that you walk into melee range. Why are you going that way? Your positioning is atrocious. Have I said this enough? I haven't seen someone build Warmogs in a long time. Oh god, clusterfuck. You have turned Raven form way too early. Why is Raven form on here, where it's not actually in range to hit anything? What? But okay. Why did you never move so late? Like, looking at this again, you're Raven form on too early, right? They're now all bunched up here. Why is this not being never moved? Oh wait, you've used it already. What did you use it on? Nothing. You haven't used it. Why didn't you use it when they were all together and bound there? Oh my fucking god. This should have been never moved ages ago, but it wasn't. And again, never move hits one person instead of 3, which means that Trish is getting her face eaten by a hyena. She then decides to jump onto the enemy ADC. You couldn't even Zonya's in time. Yeah, this was bad. That was atrociously bad.
team's turret has been destroyed. Purple team has slain the dragon.
So, there is no ward here. Right, he's dead. Fine. Did you just flash forward onto Cogmore when you have nothing to back it up? You did, didn't you? Raven, Raven. Bit late. Oh dear. Oh dear God. You literally flashed on top of the Cogmore and had nothing to back it up, so it was like, oh look, a statue has splashed in front of my face. What am I scared of again? And this is why I do not like buying... Better stay and fight, ye, when you have clearly gonna die. You even upgraded the boots. That would have been the death cap. Well, at least you managed to get that one correctly. You lived, which is the minimum I expect. I'm surprised that he didn't try to hit you, really. But there was nothing more you could have done in this fight. Nope. Don't know what Yorick's doing. He's still on full health and completely effing useless. Good flash was good, Trist. You got instantly gibbed. Just how? Why are you even leading? You quite clearly have a dedicated meat sack of which you like go first and explore these things. And yet you decide, with your squishy little face, to go and check first when it's not even warded. And as such you get picked off. Good effing job. You just gave him a free Baron. And then your team decides to fight anyway. How to shoot things, Triss says. So, mid got out of control because you positioned crap, and then you didn't get a Baron because you positioned crap. You didn't manage to actually get as many kills as you should have done because you positioned crap. Oh, God. I don't know how else to explain it as I'm pointing out what you did and what you should have done in comparison. So to be honest, this mistake, I'm not going to say it's a stupid one because it's not something that is immediately obvious that you should not be doing. But it's like, you have people who go in first. Swain, in general, is not the person who goes in first. You can, and sometimes you see me do it, but there are very specific circumstances where that is allowed and that is the correct thing to do. In general, if you go in first, everyone focuses you, your healing is irrelevant. It was like, oh, I healed around 200 HP, and then I died, so I essentially have 2,500 HP, as opposed to going in later, all their major abilities are used, and you can just keep healing and just tank more than you otherwise would. That Swain, these are like secondary engagers. They follow up. Swain, you can pick someone off, but you still shouldn't be the first person to like balls commit to it, if you know what I mean. You have seen me many times never move someone and the rest of the team piles in, right? They know they should pile in, and they will. Other times they don't know that they shouldn't pile in, what all I'm doing is harassing someone. They're like, well, shit. That's why sometimes I'm very hesitant to use never move underneath their turrets. Because like, oh, we picked someone. Better go and jump and tower dive them because he's been CC'd. I'm right? No, you bloody morons. It's like, on the other hand, if you want me to look at it this way, you have increased movement speed again. What good is it? What as good has it done you, exactly? Your team is still split 4 and 5. You are still ahead. As in in front of your team. They are 10k ahead. Where is Yorick? Where is Flabass and what is he doing? Oh god, Triss gets instantly detonated. Why are you running away from the fight? Why are you even here? You're not even autoing anything. Nothing is happening. You're literally doing nothing. Right, so Triss gets caught. That's her problem. You then never move over the wall, which is completely irrelevant. Right? You want to cut the people who are trying to hit your face, not the people who are going to hit it in like 10 seconds time. And then you're running back towards your turret this way, as opposed to cutting across to this one. You should have cut across to this one, then never move everyone underneath it. But it's like, what are you... Oh, God. Walk away. Fuck my life. Walk out of melee range, not into it. I don't understand what is so hard about this concept for ranged people to understand. Good job, Trist. Good fucking job. Oh dear, there's one thing I want to see an improvement on next time. It is literally your positioning. Because bloody hell. Oh well. That is the main complaint I have in this. It is your positioning is dog awful. It takes a while to get right because the half of positioning is really half of it is obvious and the other half is of stuff which isn't immediately obvious but is completely relevant and makes sense once you know it. It's like this when you walk face first. Yes, you tank damage. No, you do not do the initiating per se. Yeah, you got eaten and they did Baron for it. There's like a huge raft of other examples I pointed out. Oh yeah. What the fuck was this mid lane business where they get to, I will therefore disrespect them? By all rights, if they were competent, you should have died then and there, or at least forced to burn flash and be a complete, like, be their bitch for the rest of the laning phase. I don't know. There were issues in a whole raft of areas. But I hope this helped you. So named Soviet, and good luck. Have fun.